morning, Dubai, and welcome back to the Lovin Daily, where I take you through the top trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. It's Tuesday morning. We're so excited to be here. We have a great show lined up. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 mums have been jailed for making their kids beg on the streets of Dubai. We're also talking about crow attacks. I don't know if you've seen the videos. It is nesting season, and we're going to go through your experiences of being attacked by crows. If you have experiences, we have the comments open on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We want to know them. And we also just want to let you know that's a warning, and we do love the baby crows.
You know what? I have a story to share for that, because crow attacks are real.
Oh yeah.
It's a real thing.
Oh yeah.
But apart from that, the UAE to support Egypt's efforts to mediate the Israel and Palestine ceasefire, and Chinese tourists can now get the COVID-19 vaccine in Dubai.
Before we jump into our stories.
Yes.
This is not breaking news, but it is roasting hot outside. Temperatures are going up. Someone shared a photo of their car yesterday. Inside their car was 52 degrees. I'm shook. I'm blown away. I'm sitting here in a sleeveless top, and I'm sitting beside Simran, who's wearing a jumper.
A jumper. And yesterday I was wearing all black. I think I've lost all sense of dressing in the summer. I'm still in the winter mindset.
And oh, sorry, not even is she wearing a jumper. She's actually wearing like leather trousers. You look amazing. You look very cool. But how are you getting to the office in the morning? Because you take the metro, right?
Yeah, I do take the metro. And you know what? It's okay, because the office is freezing cold. And I'm here like, what, 8 to 7. And then after work, I'm in like the outdoors is like, what, 5 minutes. So it's fine.
So you're dressing for office temps.
Yeah, but I should stop, because in the morning when I was walking towards the metro station, the hot wind that hit me, I was flabbergasted.
It's there now. Just embrace it. It's here until September. Should we shame the people in our office because our AC is cold on one side and warm on the other?
Yes,
and it's like
please.
A constant battle, and we lose the battle, hence why Simran has had to wear this get-up.
An Eskimo in the summer. But yes, please shame, name and shame.
So does anyone else have like AC battles in your office? Because literally one side of our office is freezing cold, the content side, the sales team side is warm, so they get to decide when the AC is up and down, and it's not
just
fair.
Ridiculous, honestly.
If you're watching, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Poor Simran.
Poor us. Even we have so many people in the content just like suffering every day, but we just gotta suck it up.
Richie has a comment.
Yeah. Can I make a complaint?
Yes,
sure. Live on air, love it.
I just want to say, I've been getting up at home because of one thing, and it's really annoying. It's the alarm that hits you in your home. You know, that beep beep beep.
No.
You don't get that in your house?
No.
It's like the fire alarm system, because of the moisture in some of these.
What? That's a thing?
That's a thing.
No,
you know, condensation levels rising in your house.
Yeah. Oh, so look, this is a real thing, guys. It's a serious problem. I'm waking up because of a fire alarm. There's no fire. Okay? Yeah. That's disturbing my mental state. Yes. But there's a TikTok that that lady we use, Maria.
Yeah, she's great.
She's done a TikTok on that. It's so funny. Like, she'll be, I wish I could show the clip of her, but basically she's like beep beep, and then she's like woke while like working, or she's sleeping, and then beep 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 beep, like randomly in the house. Wow. So this is
speaking of sharing your stories. If this happens to you in your house, please let us know, because I've never heard of it.
Please.
An alarm in apartment blocks, I'm guessing, for condensation.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would think it's just a drill, you know. Maybe it's a drill. No? Okay, it's moisture.
No.
Rich is like,
you can see Rich's reaction. He's like, no.
No. But thank you for letting me file my complaint. Thank you. Yes. Bye-bye.
We take complaints all day, all night. But leading into our first story, following the peace treaty that was signed between the UAE and Israel last year, Emirates has made the decision, UAE has made the decision to back Egypt in its efforts to mediate truce between Israel and Palestine. Now, the UAE has agreed to play the mediator as a means to assure a ceasefire in Gaza and de-escalate violence and tensions between the two sides. Now, on a call with the President of Egypt, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, stressed that the UAE is ready to work with all parties to maintain the ceasefire and explore new paths to reduce escalation and achieve peace. Now, also the US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is headed for Tel Aviv today morning to mediate talks and seek to rebuild ties between leaders of both the sides. So this was reported on WAM, the state news agency, and though there was a ceasefire reported earlier this week, Friday night, but there were violence did pursue after that as well. So this is just more talks to make sure the ceasefire, which is in talks, it stays, and there are no like breaches from either of the sides.
Those are the latest updates we have directly from WAM, which is the Government News Authority. If you want more information on that, I would recommend going directly to the source. Go onto WAM, check it out. They also tweet the information, bring it to us via Instagram, and then we share it directly with you. Moving on to our next story, another one. This came from Dubai courts. Heartbreaking, when you kind of go into the stories of each individual case, it's a very tricky one to share. 3 mums have been jailed for making their kids beg in Dubai. So 3 mums have been charged with trafficking and begging in Dubai after the courts found they were using their children to beg on streets. So the first story emerged back in November when a 7-year-old girl, she was spotted begging in Naif, which is an area in Dubai. When she was approached after a man spotted her and he reported it to police, she admitted that her mum had told her to do it, and then the mum was taken to the police station. There, the story unfolded of 2 other mums who were kind of following the same practices. And it turns out that another 8-year-old girl and an 8-month-old boy were being used to beg, and one parent admitted to earning 3,000 dirham from the practice, which is seen in a lot of, it's not unique to Dubai. This is a story we see in a lot of other cities, and it's heartbreaking. So the 3 Egyptian mums will now serve 6 months in jail. They'll need to pay a 5,000 dirham fine each, and after that they'll be deported. And this was reported from Dubai courts of first instance, where, you know, we have so many happy stories in Dubai. We have so many stories of progress. Every now and then we kind of we see the realities of some people's situations. It's heartbreaking to know that the mums had to go through that. As a parent, could you even imagine thinking that this is what you do to need to do to survive? But as you know, begging in Dubai, in the UAE, is punishable by law. We don't have begging on the streets here. In other cities, it is a practice that people use to make money. Here, it's not accepted. You will be deported, you will be fined. But it's just heartbreaking that the mums had to go through that. But of course, like I said, it's punishable by law, and the mothers will now serve jail time as mothers with small children. So it's just very, very challenging and sad.
No, like you said, it's very true. The circumstances that could have led to the mums being so desperate to even put their children in that situation is definitely heartbreaking to even think of.
And these are young kids. I think they admitted to not being at school. One couldn't read or write, and they're young kids. So I'm just hoping that potentially this situation will kind of maybe alert their social services in their own country, which is Egypt. And but like I said, punishable by law, and the mothers will now serve jail time, which is pretty horrific for parents. We'll move on to a story that is getting the community talking. This is a topic of a number of Facebook conversations in Dubai. We're talking about crows. So it's back. I'm not talking about summer temperatures. I'm not talking about Shark Week. It's crow season, the months when our black feathered friends take extreme liberties and they're basically frightening the life out of people in Dubai. Crow season means that these birdies are nesting, and in some cases they can become predatory, they can become aggressive, because they are building their nests for their young. So they don't mean harm, they're simply protecting their little babies. But we've seen videos, we have stories, I believe, and we asked you guys, specifically, so far we have reports JLT, Marina, the Green Springs, where crows are nesting. And so we have reports of crows kind of flying and swooping down on people's heads. You may think they're attacking you, but they're just protecting their homes.
Have you ever had a crow attack?
I've had a bird attack in Media City, and it scared the life out of me.
What was it? What happened?
It was just, so birds don't scare me anyway, but it's just when you're walking, and not only did it swoop down once, which is nearly understandable, you're like, maybe he's having a bad day, he got lost, but it was a 3 swoop repeat, feeling like they're going to get you, and then you're covering your eyes, and I just ran inside, and that was it. It was Media City like a couple of years ago.
Oh, it is really scary for sure. This happened to me in AUD around the same time. So now I understand it's because it's nesting season. Otherwise, I had no idea. I thought it was just like a personal vendetta that the crow had against me. So I was in
exactly what someone would think, a personal vendetta by the crow.
You know, because there is this movie called The Birds, and apparently crows have a really good memory, and if they don't like someone, they just keep like attacking that person.
Whoa.
Apparently, I have not confirmed this.
Okay.
So when I was in AUD, we were sitting in the benches.
She has The Birds open on her laptop.
I forgot the movie's name, but it's like pretty.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
But we were sitting on the bench, and I was having food. So there was a crow, and I was just like, like, shoo. And then I walked back to my campus, and the building, and the crow just attacks me. Like, it comes on my head and just like plucks something, or like it just, like I can feel on top of my head. So I duck, and I'm running for the building, and it just comes again, like you said, like it swooped thrice. And after that, I left the university forever. Like, no, I'm not gonna be a victim of this. I'm out of here.
Define forever.
I changed my university.
No, you.
Not because of that, but one of the reasons.
It was good timing. It was time. That was your omen. But this is the thing, because and interesting, by the way. So if you're a student at AUD, has it happened to you, or was Simran actually, was a crow with a personal vendetta against Simran, or is it a wider? I'm not going to say problem, by the way, because we've had a lot of comments. Some people saying it's happened to me. A lot of people saying, oh yeah, it happened to me. It happened to my friend.
Yeah.
But however, there was a couple of comments saying, look, let's consider the animals here, and if we talk a lot about the crow attacks, potentially people will call them a municipality, and we're potentially putting these crows in harm's way. However, the main purpose of sharing this story is awareness. Awareness that they're building their nests at the time of the year, they're protecting their little babies, they're going to be in the eaves of skyscrapers, they're going to be in sheltered trees, particularly palm trees. So if you're nervous, sidestep, just move a little bit away. They're only protecting their young. If I had a new house and I had babies and I had people come near them, I would be doing the same. So.
Exactly. I completely agree.
So that's it. So just, it is happening, but they don't mean harm. They're just protecting their babies.
Yes. We're all crows on the inside, so.
With personal vendettas against people.
I think we all have personal vendettas against people. I have against Richie.
Okay.
Okay, but moving on. So thus far, only UAE citizens and residents above the age of 12 were eligible for the free COVID-19 vaccines in Dubai as a part of the national vaccination drive. But that is slowly changing, because according to the UAE state-run news agency, WAM, it's been confirmed that Chinese tourists can now avail themselves of both the Sinopharm vaccination doses free of cost in Dubai. Now, this applies to Chinese nationals above the age of 16 and those who hold a short-term UAE visa. And Chinese nationals temporarily visiting the UAE can visit the official websites of the Chinese embassy in the UAE and the Consulate General in Dubai for further information, and the vaccines will be administered by the Dubai Health Authority, DHA.
Wow, so interesting.
That is interesting. This has been in the talks for a very long time, and it's just starting to roll out. So it's great to see that Chinese nationals can get. So maybe eventually they're going to open this up to other nationals and other nationalities as well. So that's interesting.
So the question that you might have is why Chinese nationals, and we can only it doesn't say why. We can assume it's because China is the actual official creator of the Sinopharm vaccine.
Yes, exactly.
And the UAE came in at stage 3 trials and said, okay, you can host stage 3 trials here, and got involved. However, of course, they are the main creators, I can't think of the word, producers of the Sinopharm vaccine. So that's probably the connection there. But yeah, like you said, there have been questions over once we reach maximum vaccinations. Of course, we're rolling out distributions. Emirates is helping with distribution around the world, but obviously when we reach maximum vaccinations here, then what do we do? And do we open it up to people visiting? And if that's the case, we're going to see a massive influx of people. And then how do you plan that out? So maybe they'll do it by nationality, maybe they'll do it by
age groups or something.
I mean,
that would make more sense, like doing it by age groups, like categorizing that way?
100. Well, yeah, exactly. Or vulnerable, or how they rolled it out here in Dubai, which was inviting the people who were most vulnerable in society first.
Yeah,
but it's a very tricky one for a country to manage, isn't it? Because it's, if you open it up to everyone immediately, then you're going to see a massive influx of people. It's tricky to do it by nationality, of course, because how is that? How can you even say that's fair?
Yeah, exactly.
But then, you know, you could have kind of neighboring countries that you have a lot of ties with, and that they're helping you distribute all over the world. So, but I think it's something that we will see shortly, and that this is the first story that we've seen. What I love in the UAE is that it's not kind of a conversation that's talked about it for a long time. It's like, how are we going to do it? They just announce something and it's done. And there's actually the location for Chinese nationals to get their vaccines is, I believe, like, it's just been announced that it's up and running already. People can already go and get it, which shows you how quickly things can happen in the UAE. So yes, open to Chinese nationals now, but I think in future we'll see it open to a lot more nationalities, which, you know,
true.
I'm guessing, but I'm hoping.
And with Dubai being a smart city, it's so easy to get all this information and even find the places where you can do it, because other countries, it's kind of difficult when, you know, like, there's information but you don't know who to contact, you don't know where to go. But for Dubai, like, everything is there online. You can just call them up and they'll give you all the information, all the centers, everything there are in place. But if you were wondering, this initiative was rolled out by the UAE Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation in collab with the Chinese Embassy in the UAE.
Well done, UAE.
Yes.
No, but it's true. Like, I've been on the phone to the DHA so many times trying to get my mum sorted and things like that. She didn't have the right documents.
Yeah.
Hi, Mum. You had all the right documents. But they've always been super helpful, and they've always directed me in the right place. So,
yes.
But actually, interesting. I was at a restaurant last night, and there was a bar next door. And getting into the restaurant was absolutely fine, but going into the bar, they were like, you cannot come in unless you've been vaccinated.
Oh.
We were just going in for a look, by the way.
Oh, no.
Unless you have 2 doses of the vaccine. And then I was like, whoop, and I had my 2 doses. So I would show it to them on my phone, and that's how they're kind of running things there. But I just thought it was so interesting that you can go into the restaurant unvaccinated, but the bar next door was only for vaccinated people. It's like a smoking room.
Wow, that is so interesting.
And I think the purpose is to just promote vaccinations. Like, they're not trying to exclude people. It's more of
definitely, yeah.
The hotel wants to kind of, encourage people to go and get the vaccine.
And it is also ensuring the well-being of the community, because it is, I mean, if it's out, the vaccination is out, people should be getting vaccinated. I'm going to book my appointments. Can't be kicked out of a bar.
There you go. You have to hit people where
and the weak spot.
Yeah, some people, they heard music, concerts, you know, activities at malls, and someone's like the bar. Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me. Yeah, goodbye from. Okay.
Stay safe. Wash your hands. See you tomorrow.
Bye.